You a bit of program highlights. I want to talk to you about this demo tour, about the aircraft that you will be seeing, and a little bit of insights on the A220 and its market, and why do we see the tremendous potential in the region, in Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. And as Heidi mentioned, at the end we can have some Q&As, and of course Mr. Gauss's presentation. First, just a bit of briefing. Hopefully you all know about Airbus. So Airbus as a group, we've been, this year, we're celebrating 50 years anniversary since the conglomerate of Airbus started in 1969. We have over 130,000 employees, and today we have three main divisions, namely being commercial aircraft, helicopters, and the space and defense. A big contributor is the commercial aircraft. And over the past 50 years, since 1969, with the initial launch of the A300, we've been leading by innovation. We've been pioneering towards shaping the past and the future of air transport mobility, and we continue to do so. And the A220 is no exception to this, being the latest, being the latest addition to the single-aisle family. Today, in our commercial aircraft portfolio, we have our single-aisle and our wide-body families. On the single aisle, we have the 220s, and we have the best-selling aircraft in aviation history, the 320 family. On the wide bodies, we have the 330s, including the NEO, the 350s, which is the new generation wide-body aircraft, and of course, the largest commercial aircraft ever built, the A380. With this portfolio, we now have solutions from the 100 and up to 600 plus seats, all of them sharing the Airbus values. The right size aircraft for the single aisle market. Today, as of September 30th, we've logged 525 orders and we've delivered 90 aircraft, 525. You will get the, on the media kit, you also have all this information. Now moving on a bit of the on the program highlights and some of the market and why are we here today. Historically, what happened with our 320 family, and actually with the exit of the 318 from the market, our single-aisle family evolved to increase in both range and capacity. And that's where the A220 came to fill that gap. And today with the 220, we have the perfect complement to our best-selling family of larger single-aisles, led by the 320, the 321, and of course the 390. Involvement. We logged 171 additional orders since last year, July 1st, 2018, when the joint venture came live, with Airbus being majority stakeholder. In the region, of course, early 2019, we announced Airbus A220 as the first A220 operator that will be in the customer in the South Pacific. It is a big testament of the momentum and how the Airbus involvement has brought this plane to penetrate new markets that before were not reached. And this is helping us bring the message here to Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands of the right size airplane for the operations in this region. First, because we have the right product, which are a clean sheet design. The 220 is a family of two, the 100 and the 300. And the first important thing between them is the commonality. Between the 300 and the 100, on the dimension side, 3.7 longer fuselage, but you have full LRU commonality, over 99% LRU commonality, common systems and structures, common spares, and obviously the same type rating. That will enable operators, if they want, like Airbus A220, for example, to take both models and to increase their flexibility in their operations. The 100 could go up to 135 passengers as the max capacity, and the 300 up to 160 passengers for high-density configurations. It's a state-of-the-art flight deck, very intuitive, it reduces training time, and it enables pilots to work more efficiently. It also provides them with a better work environment because it's a very roomy flight deck. And again, you can only get this when you have a clean sheet and you can start from the scratch, getting all the best inputs from the industry and applying them into a new type. When it comes to environment, clearly because of the tremendous fuel reduction that we get, we also get at least 20% lower CO2 emissions. We also have much better margin when it comes to nitrous oxide emissions, and we have up to 50% smaller footprint, noise footprint, compared to previous generation aircraft. Economics does not compromise its true single-aisle performance. 3,400 nautical miles for the 100, up to 3,550 for the 300 on a typical dual-class configuration. This is in the spectrum of the range of a larger single-aisle. No regional aircraft can compete with this range, and that enables the aircraft to do longer routes. Mr. Gal will tell you about how airBaltic is really using that range capability to fly longer routes, but it can also do domestic shorter mode. The A220 is all about flexibility. You have the economics to do regional operations with shorter sectors. Korean Air here in the Asia Pacific region, they do have 10 of the 300s. They fly very short routes. 90 aircraft delivered to 7 customers, over 250,000 flight hours flown, up to 13 cycles a day on some operators, or on others up to 18 flight hours a day. Flexibility. If you need the range, you have it. If you need the high utilization and the economics, you can also get them. That's the beauty of the 220. I was mentioning Korean Air as one example of high utilization short sector operation. Well, in North America, Delta, they're doing mid-range operations. They're replacing their regional aircraft with the 100, showing that they can do longer sectors while keeping the economic. Before the end of the year, we're gonna get our new customer, Air Canada, taking delivery of their plane, and we're gonna continue delivering to new operators and developing the program as needed based on the customer fleet requirements. This is the LOPA of the aircraft that you're gonna see today. It's configured for 145 passengers. You will see 2 labs, one at the front, one at the back. We're gonna have a tour with you. We're gonna be able to explain. You're gonna be able to see and experience for yourself the passenger comfort. 3 galleys, 2 at the back, 2 at the front, 1 at the back, and it's sold at 30-inch pitch, except on the overwing exit, of course. The 220, what it offers is a clean sheet design, the premium cabin, the right economics to maximize profitability of our operators, and today, with Airbus behind the product, we get the worldwide support, which is crucial for our operators, which is crucial for our extended customer base that we have now in all the continents. And the Airbus involvement has given us this tremendous momentum. We see a lot of activity, and we're definitely looking into capitalize more of this. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the experience.
In airBaltic, by using that aircraft on the day against the other aircraft, we're saving $1,200 just on one sector. And that is such a tremendous saving that coming from this, we decided we want to have only these aircraft and replace the whole fleet. Another example, because we fly Q400 turboprops and we fly them on long sectors. We flew them to the European capital, Brussels, and we stopped it now. And then we also flew the Airbus in parallel. The savings there, it's a 39-minute saving on time, which means I can do 2 more sectors if I fly the whole day. But the fuel burn, of course, is higher. It's 1.2 tons more as you fly the Airbus, but you get double the seats. So you have a time saving, you get double the seats. And in our operation, with our cost base, on that sector, my seat costs go down by 57%. And that aircraft, and there's in the region, the Pacific region, there's a lot of turboprop operators. If they do the math and take that aircraft and compare it to the existing turboprops, they will see a big surprise. And that is not a marketing. This is coming now from our airline in our operation, because we still today operate 12 Q400 turboprops, and we use on nearly all routes, we're using both aircraft, and the decision has been taken to transition by latest 2022. We have no more turboprops. All the routes will be replaced by the Airbus A220-300. We probably have the same feeling getting into a narrow body aircraft with a wide body feeling. And that's what passengers feel. They're used to fly on short haul on narrow bodies, on regional jets, on 737s. Getting into the A220 is a complete new experience, and passengers share that with us proactive. Can we prepare that aircraft? And we had to do a special LOPA on the aircraft for the Holy Father. We had to do some changes there. And we flew, actually, one of the pilots who took the aircraft here, Pauls, he flew the Holy Father on a 3-day trip through the Baltic states. And it was a lifetime moment for us in Latvia. for me personally, for everybody who was involved, to have the Holy Father on the Airbus A220. Also a historic moment for the A220. And to finish my presentation, this picture shows me handing over a present on the way back to Rome when we took the Pope home to Rome. And if you see the detail, I'm sitting on a seat where it says behind me, Holy Father. The reason for that is that I don't know, but he moved over to the window, and the reason for that is that the window of this aircraft is 50% bigger than on any other aircraft, and that makes a big impact to it. So you will see this in a minute, and I hope that you have the same positive feeling the Pope had when he was on board of our aircraft. Thank you.
Thank you.